A month might not ordinarily seem so long in the grand scheme of things, but I've recently discovered that a month is a long time, especially to feel like this. And feeling such a way is not usually something you expect to last for so long, right? Like maybe a few days in bed with a fever, or a week coughing into your elbow. But 30 long days later, and I'm finally waking up into the real world again. I should consider it a blessing, but it's just that maybe I should have stayed unwell and asleep if this is all that I had to look forward to. You see, a worsening of any kind, including mine of the last month, is horribly torturous, and that the only thing you can do is sit and watch while the rest of the world forgets about you, right in front of you. That part is almost worse than the actual sickness. Actually, it is worse. Laying around in bed might not be difficult, but watching everyone else do the opposite at the same time is. And okay, it's most likely untrue that everyone has forgotten about me. That might be a tad bit dramatic. After all, both Eduardo and Vinicio have been by the door a few times. Not that I let them in to see me in such a state. But if the whisper Celia has heard in the hallway are any indication, and they usually are, the most important person already has. Florencio left me behind so quickly, for my own sister, and all while I was suffering alone, in pain in more ways than one, which is something he's going to live to regret. I might have had a 30-day stint in seclusion to my bedroom, but I'm going to make Florencio remember exactly what he's been missing for those 30 days I was gone, and make him forget why he ever even left me in the first place, whether he admits to that part or not. He'll figure out just how wrong he has been when I let him have a piece of my mind, and I will be letting him have a piece, that is. I always knew a smaller dowry might be a problem for some people, but I never imagined that my very own Laurencio would be the one to betray me in such a way. It hurts even more when it is so unexpected. But I will recover, just like I am from the sickness. And yeah, I spent a month falling downhill, and maybe now I'm standing at the bottom, but I'm standing, and all that means is that it's time to get back to the top. And I'll probably feel sorry for myself, but I'll get there nonetheless. I'll do what it takes, I always do. I'll come out on top, perhaps even better than I was before. A girl can dream. Wait, is that the book club I hear outside? A month is far too long to have skipped a meeting. My whole life I've been the smart one, and sure, that might not be a trait that everyone finds redeeming in a woman. It might even be one that has to be redeemed itself. But I'm not ashamed to be well-read. It's been that way since I can remember. So the last month that I've taken off has been far too long, and far too jarring for my own sense of self. Who am I, if not of the literary world? That's a question I cannot and do not want to answer yet, and maybe never will be able to, especially because it is so hard to take a break from what you love most, even if it's ultimately to help you recover enough to do it again. But now, it's time I pulled through. It's time I got out of bed. Time to teach Laurencio a lesson.